We're talking with Ferg here from the Atari 2600 Game by Game podcast.
Hi.
What got you interested to do a podcast on the Atari system to begin with?
Well, because nobody was doing it. Everybody that was doing podcasts really, they went back to the Nintendo, and that was pretty much it. So I wanted the Atari to be represented, and I waited and waited and waited and procrastinated, and nobody was doing it, so I decided to do it myself.
Got tired of waiting?
Yeah. I just thought in all the time I was waiting that somebody would have done it, but...
You would think so, but sometimes you just got to take the bull by the horns and just go for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I heard your Christmas special, and I heard that very first recording you did. That was pretty neat.
Yeah. I thought I had gotten rid of that, but...
How long was it from when you made that first recording to you actually started the podcast?
2.5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
What happened?
That's procrastination right there. I was just afraid that I wasn't going to be able to keep up with it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That's what I'm experiencing right now since I had the few weeks off and I was sick. And I haven't been doing any games. That's what I was doing last night. Luckily, I had a snow day, so I could catch up on the research for this week.
Try to get remotivated to get caught up in research.
Yeah, it's very difficult for me. That was one thing I knew was going to happen. So I have to will it not to happen next year, next December.
New Year's resolution?
Yeah.
When did you originally get your very first Atari?
December 1980, Christmas.
1980?
Yeah.
Do you remember what games you got with it?
We got Combat, of course, Space Invaders, which is the one I really wanted, and then we got Skydiver and Human Cannonball.
Oh, that's a good little setup there.
Yeah, those are sentimental favorites for me.
So how many episodes have you recorded now?
Not counting the little extra ones, 43.
43?
Yeah.
And you typically try to cover 2 games per episode?
Yeah, sometimes I'll do one if it's a big game, like I did Adventure and Space Invaders as one, and I'll probably do E.T. and Pac-Man as one because they're kind of notorious. So, and there's lots to talk about with those guys.
You don't like E.T.?
No, I do like E.T.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's just a lot of controversy surrounding it.
Ouch.
So, yeah, exactly.
So, what is your most popular episode?
Actually, the most popular one, which is surprising, is the Superman Circus Atari episode.
See, I would have guessed Space Invaders.
I would have too. The Space Invaders or Adventure, but I don't know what it was. I guess it came out after Space Invaders episode, and maybe more people were listening because of the Space Invaders episode. I don't know. But yeah, that one surprised me.
When you're doing your research for your episode, do you find it kind of hard to try to find like the original programmers and get in touch with them?
Most of the programmers are pretty well documented if you search hard enough, but it is hard to find them sometimes or to find contact information for them. I did actually find one by writing a letter. I found their address online, and they actually responded to me. So. First letter I wrote in a long, long time.
Oh my gosh, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Do you ever consider maybe trying to interview a programmer sometime?
I would. Well, I don't know. I'm not really comfortable with that.
Yeah, I understand.
And I did talk to Mike Lorenzen on the phone, and that was kind of nerve-wracking.
Oh.
And I took notes, and it turned out he had to record it because I don't know how to do that. But it turned out that the file got corrupted, so I had to work for my notes, and he was nice enough to send me some extra stuff afterwards through email.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So does your podcast continue to grow? Do you see an upswing in subscribers?
Yeah, I was surprised. I had a lot of downloads in December because, from what I hear, a lot of people don't download that many podcasts in December, obviously, because they're busy. But yeah, it did go up, but I did have a lot of downloads for my Sorry I'm Sick 2-minute episodes. I don't count those.
Count those? Oh, come
No.
on, man.
So it was a little bit less than November, but yeah, it's still going up.
That's cool.
It's really, really nice, yeah.
Do you have any kind of future plans for your show in the coming year? Something different you might try, or?
The only thing I thought about changing was the intro part, but other than that, I don't know what I could add or what I could change. I don't really want to add anything because it's a lot of work as it is.
Yeah. I'm finding that out myself with the podcast I'm trying to start.
Yeah, and you're doing a lot of other stuff too. You do all your YouTube channels and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you keep up with that.
Oh. So how long have you known Mr. Rob O'Hara, Mr. Flack?
I met him on Digital Press, I guess back in 2004 or so, and I guess we knew of each other on there, but we didn't really talk that much. And then when I started the podcast, I was listening to his podcast, and I contacted him and asked him for some advice, and he gave me a lot of good advice and gave me some help. And then when he started the Throwback Review, Sean, the Throwback Network, I'm sorry, and he asked me to be on that, and then we got more into contact then. But we still haven't met in person, so someday.
Can you tell me a little bit about the Throwback Network, what it is, and how you can find it online?
Yeah, it was started by Sean and Rob. They do Throwback Reviews as a podcast. It started out about movies, but they do a lot of different things from the 70s and 80s now. And they wanted to start a network with all like-minded retro classic type podcasts. So they asked me to be on it, and the Intellivisionaries are on there.
Awesome.
Doug McCoy has a bunch of podcasts that are on there.
Yeah, I've heard his.
And it's just a lot of good stuff on there. No Quarter, I think, is on there. I'm blanking now, unfortunately.
I do that a lot, man. No problem.
Yeah. But it's been really, really helpful for me getting new listeners and stuff because everybody cross-promotes everybody else, and it's really good. Oh, same thing with the Retro Junkies. I think you're on the Retro Junkies site now, right?
Yeah, they just asked me to join the Retro Junkies for the Arcade USA and the ColecoVisions podcast, so I'm working on that.
Yeah, they've been very helpful. They've been very helpful too.
Yes,
they're nice guys over there too.
Very nice group of guys over there. I'll be meeting them in a couple of weeks when I go to an arcade tournament. I'm participating.
That's right. You live in one of the Carolinas, right?
Yes, I live in North Carolina.
Yeah, right. I think Rob is South Carolina, or is he in North Carolina? I can't remember now.
I think it's in Robinsonville, North Carolina, I think.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I know he's over there somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, so that would be fun.
Oh, yeah, it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So do you have any kind of other little tidbits of trivia about your show, anything you want to share?
No, I don't think so. I'm going to be on a couple other podcasts coming up soon. I don't want to say just in case something goes wrong.
Yeah, that's no problem.
That's with us. So.
Well, that's awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you doing this little talk to review, talk about your show and everything. So
yeah, thank you so much for doing your videos for the show. It helps me out a lot, and I enjoy watching them, and I really appreciate what you're doing for me, William. So thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man. So thanks a lot.
Thank you, William.
How do you hang up this thing? So I don't use this very often. Hey, disconnect. Now I got to figure this out.
Yeah, I think just press the red X, right?
There we go. All right, I got it. Talk to you later, man.